You have reached tip number 10 in a series of 11 tips to buying a home during a seller's market.
Consider shortening or waiving your contingencies. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not one of my favorites, but some people do it, so we'll talk about it here. There are several contingencies in the purchase agreements that, depending where you're located, they allow you to back out of the transaction without risking your deposit. It's kind of like what we discussed earlier. However, in a hot seller's market, sometimes shortening or waiving contingencies is just what it takes, but you have to be prepared financially and emotionally to take this huge leap of faith that everything is just going to work out. If you shorten your contingencies, you have to make sure that your team of professionals is prepared to accommodate those timeframes. You may be personally willing to shorten your appraisal or inspection timeframes. However, maybe your lender isn't able to arrange to have an appraisal done that quickly, or your inspector doesn't have room on their schedule for a couple of weeks. Check with everyone first. If you decide to waive your contingencies altogether, you may be taking the risk that you're not getting what you thought in the end. I saw a buyer waive their inspection contingencies only to find out after they closed that the foundation was severely damaged, costing them almost $100,000 in repairs, and not being able to move into their new home for many months, costing them even more money. If you choose to waive your contingencies, do so very cautiously. It's not one that I ever personally recommend. Some contingencies that may be shortened or waived are the appraisal contingency. If you waive the appraisal contingency and you're still getting a loan, and there's a discrepancy between the purchase price and the appraisal, you're going to have to cover the difference, whatever that is. Inspection contingencies. If you waive your inspections, you will be left with your fingers crossed that the property is not damaged, aside from what you can see or what was disclosed. Termite and pest inspection. In Orange County, it is automatically presumed that when a house is sold, it will have termites. It just is what it is. The big question is, how bad is the damage really? And how expensive will it be to remediate the problem? Document review and other contingencies can be waived or shortened, so please seek the advice of an industry or legal professional before agreeing to waive or shorten any contingencies. Like I said, waiving contingencies altogether is something I would never recommend, especially if you're buying the home as your primary residence. But I see people do it all the time, so it is what it is.
Hey, so glad that you watched. I hope that these tips have been helpful. If you didn't see all 11 tips, either popping up on the screen here somewhere, probably right over there, you're going to see a video pop up or a playlist pop up. Or if you don't see that, then go to our channel and find the playlist that says 11 tips to buying a home during a seller's market, and watch those videos in succession because it's really good information. I believe that it is helping a lot of people get that home that they're looking for. And in the end of the day, you know, folks, we can't help you out if you don't call. So numbers right there. Go ahead and give us a call, email, text, chat, however you want to do it. We're available all the time to answer your questions and help you get your dream home. Talk to you soon. Take care.